Hello, this is Arts in the Spotlight, sponsored by MMAS. I'm your host, Elizabeth Phillips, and welcome to my first show. The Black Box Theater has been very busy this season, having shows such as It's a Wonderful Life, Steel Magnolias, and Godspell. They've had a great comedy night as well as a very successful open mic night. The next show on their schedule is The Dresser, and I'm very excited to announce that I have two actors from that show here with me today. Please join me in welcoming Mike Kiernan and Bruce Church. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Thank you
Good
so much for
evening.
coming.
You're welcome.
I really am excited to learn about The Dresser, but I would love to hear just a little bit about your background. Just a little bit, Mike and Bruce, if you don't mind. How you got into acting.
Oh, my.
How long it's been. I know it's been a long time for some of you.
Well,
Why don't you?
Go ahead,
to go
Bruce.
first? Well, for me, it started in high school.
Oh, nice.
We had one of our side courses was a film appreciation course, and one of the projects was you had to make a film for the to show at the class.
Yeah.
And so I was a big fan of Laurel and Hardy. So me and
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the other my classmates was Oliver Hardy. We did a Laurel and Hardy film.
Oh, that's funny.
And I enjoyed the acting and the whole presentation and that part of it so much that I kept making films after high school. And then through that, I met someone who was involved in theater, and they asked me to audition for something. I did, and that was in 1987, and I've been doing it ever
Oh,
since.
nice. And I know you do some reenactments too, Civil War reenactments.
Yeah, I'm a reenactor of the American Civil War.
That's
I do that
excellent.
as well.
And Mike, I know you're a director as well as an actor.
Well, yes. I've been doing a lot more directing than I have
Yeah.
performing. But I really got busy doing this in the mid-90s. I'd been in high school and college, had done things, but it wasn't until about 20, 25 years ago that I really got involved in it. And in the last 15 years, I've been doing basically 3 plays a year, mostly directing, but occasionally we'll, do some acting.
Yeah.
When I've got a piece that I really want to do.
Yeah.
But basically, I enjoy directing. I enjoy working with new actors as well as really veterans like this guy. But I enjoy helping people come along and making the most of what they want to do, so that they get the big time out
Yeah,
of it.
people get the bug for it. They want to
Oh,
do it, and then
yes,
you're
yeah.
there to push them along and help them.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Tell me a little bit about The Dresser. I'm excited because I haven't seen, I know there's a movie. We just talked a little bit about the movie. Tell me a little bit about what the play is about and your characters.
You have the book, don't you, about who wrote the play and all that sort of business?
Yes, there's
What was his name?
the actor Donald Wolfett is the actor that Sir is based on.
And that's
And-
Mike's character.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mike's character. And the book was written by, I want to say Ronald Harwood.
Yeah,
I believe he's the fellow who wrote the play, also wrote the biography, and he was Wolfett's dresser.
Who is you?
Yeah, who is
Norman.
is my
Yeah.
character in the play.
Right.
Yeah, and this play is based on his experiences as Wolfett's dresser in the 1940s.
Well, I know you guys have known each other for quite
Long
some
time,
time.
yeah.
Does that help on stage with this show? Because I know this relationship almost seems kind of codependent. And I know you don't have a codependent relationship in real life, but does it that
Symbiotic.
yeah. Oh, okay. Does that knowing each other for so long help
We-
when you are on stage with these parts?
Well, let me just comment on that. We've been doing stuff together since the mid-90s.
Yeah.
We were with Tom Hunter together.
Right.
Both did his acting workshops for a long time.
Right.
So we've actually developed as actors using the same skill sets that are Meisner technique primarily. Not completely, but primarily method acting as interpreted by Tom Hunter.
Yeah.
So we've always worked together, and as you know, when you're working with a director, if you're the actor, or vice versa, if you have confidence in the notes that you're getting, then you will develop what the basically what the director's idea is. But it's the idea, but what I'm talking about is having the trust between two people.
That's what I'm referring to,
which
the
really comes
relationship,
out.
yeah.
And since we've worked together so many times, I think you've been at least 10 or 12
Yeah, 'cause
plays
you
that I've
directed me
directed.
in, yeah, a number of.
And then we've worked also.
So that trust is already there. I
Oh,
would
yeah,
think,
it would have,
right?
it would have
Yeah.
to be.
Right.
And I know, wow, I mean, I don't want to be blowing smoke your way, but to be with this guy as an actor,
Right.
I just have to do what he says. you know,
He's
kind of-
really good.
Oh, he's fabulous.
He's one of the greatest.
Yeah.
He is. So, go ahead. Were you going to say something?
Oh,
please?
no,
Oh,
go ahead.
okay. Well, I did read a bit about the play, and I can't wait to see it. I know it's playing at the Black Box starting January 22nd. I wanted to ask both of you, though, what's your favorite thing about playing this part? I know you've played a number of parts. I know you've played a lot of parts here in Mansfield, but your favorite part about being this character?
I think kind of because it's theater within the theater.
Right.
That makes it very interesting.
Yeah.
Because you're in a theatrical place presenting, and it's about the theater.
Yeah.
So that gives it an extra interest to it, to me.
And Mike?
I don't know if you know this. This is set in 1942 in a town in England. It doesn't specify that. I always think of it as London, but I don't believe it is London.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
say
some other
specifically,
place. And it's during the Blitz.
Right.
And so we're in war conditions, and there's not many actors available. So we're kind of plowing along with what we have, what we can get. And my character is pretty over the hill. He's almost shot. He's isn't surviving well under the pressure of trying to keep this Shakespearean company together. And there's some people argue with me, but there's some evidence of dementia
Really?
in this character. And now I mentioned that to our director. He says, no, he's not demented. I don't know what
Not
he
yet.
is, but he's clearly having a nervous
He has
breakdown.
issues,
He's
yeah.
having a breakdown,
Right.
wouldn't
Yes,
you say?
yeah.
And he relies
Definitely.
heavily on his dresser,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
Well,
Yeah.
And this guy is solid.
Right.
But his character, go ahead.
Yeah, Norman has some issues himself. He has a background where he's had some problems.
Yeah.
And the theater for him is his way to escape all those problems.
Oh, wow.
But when Sir starts to break down and can't go on, that puts more pressure on Norman, and that kind of brings his emotions up to the surface as well.
Really?
The energy is the energy is created probably because my character sort of goes in and out of control,
Right.
and I am after him, upset with him, criticizing him,
It's all
and then
his
the
fault?
next thing I'm depending on him,
Right.
and almost well, not the best way. It's a love-hate relationship.
Right. It reminds
And
me
I treat
of
him
a-
as a servant, too.
Yes, that's right.
And it's despicable. I mean, we do it, we kind of laugh about it, but it's really...
It's almost
Yeah.
like the class system.
kinda
so,
nasty,
you're
yeah.
in England and you're up
Yeah,
here and he's down
exactly.
here and he's your servant and he's
It's-
taking care of you.
That's exactly what it is.
I can't wait to see it. I'm so excited. Not only because of the storyline, what it's about, but because you two are in it. I'm really excited. I know it's starting on January 22nd. It runs to February 7th. Is that right?
Yes, that's
correct.
And are
Super
you
Bowl
doing-
Sunday.
And say that again?
That is Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, are you having a show on Super Bowl Sunday?
Yes,
well,
in-
the Super
in the
Bowl's
afternoon.
Not. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
show.
the
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Yeah.
when the Patriots are going to be playing Seattle, I believe it is. I think so. Yeah, and they will, but that won't start till 6:30.
Right.
So we can.
Yeah, so
there's plenty of time.
There's plenty of
It'll
time.
be
to
See
well
the
over
play,
by
have
Sunday.
dinner, and
Yeah.
throw back a few.
That's
No
right.
conflict.
Have a glass of wine and a cookie,
Yes. And
an intermission, and then
A bicky, yeah, a bicky,
bicky.
as we call them
Oh.
in the show.
well, they're having Vickies. Are they serving Vickies at MMAS
I'm
for
sure
the
they
show?
are.
They probably will.
Don't miss your Vickies at MMAS, and don't miss the dresser from January 22nd to February 7th. Thank you both so much for coming.
Thank
I'm
you.
very excited to see it.
Could I just add one
Please
other thing?
do.
So we don't give the wrong impression.
Oh, sure.
There's a supporting cast of another 6
Thank you. I
actors.
wanted to
Yes.
ask you.
Yeah, and these are Shakespearean actors who come in and out of the dressing room. where
Really?
The play is set in the dressing room in the wings.
Right.
And they're coming in and out. And we have
So
some-
like being on stage and then coming back to you,
Yeah,
and actually
yeah,
on
yeah.
stage is the
Because
green
there's
room
a
out
stage
back.
on the stage as well as the actual
Oh, that's
stage.
really cool.
And-
Thank you for adding that, Mike. I
Yeah.
wanted to
Yeah,
ask
we
you.
don't wanna
Oh,
leave
sorry,
that there
everybody.
because
Yeah, it's
some
not just
great-
us. There's
great
Really, you
characters.
sure?
There's a full cast that
We
are
have
very
great
talented as
characters,
well.
3 women and 3 men and 3
And the
and
director
3 women.
is Frank.
Who's the director?
Frank Bartuka.
Oh yeah, Frank Bartuka. Just kidding. Frank Bartuka
Yeah.
has graduate degrees in literature.
Yeah.
And when we start talking about King Lear, he knows every
Everything.
line of it. He knows
I
how to.
bet.
He knows all this stuff. And that was
Yeah.
surprising. Wow.
That's
And-
impressive.
And then when I get sort of off my head, I am running lines from As You Like It, and
Are you mixing your
I'm
lines
mixing
up?
them all up.
Yes.
And
It's
does it
all
drive
crazy.
him? Does it drive him
But-
crazy?
But Frank knows
Yeah.
where they come
Yeah.
from.
Exactly.
I mean,
This
oh
is
yeah, well that's
the
from this
character. Sometimes he's trying to recite his lines from King Lear, but
Yeah.
he's pulling in these lines from other Shakespearean
Right.
plays.
Right.
And Norman's
That's
trying to
so
straighten
funny.
them out.
That's so funny. This is just right up your alley, Mike. It's perfect.
I love it. Yeah, I'm wandering around. As Frank,
No one's gonna know if you
as,
screw up.
as Frank says, I wander around on stage not knowing what I'm doing, and he's trying to catch me.
I think that's perfect. Oh, I can't wait to see it. Is there any comedy in it?
Oh,
yeah.
A lot of comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Well, it's
number
a
of humorous
dark
moments.
comedy.
Yeah,
It's,
okay.
in a
it's,
sense.
It seems sad.
it's not full of big laughs, but it
No.
is. Yeah, it is
Okay.
very humorous.
It's not, you wouldn't advertise it as a
not Mickey
slap-you-knee
Mouse.
comedy, but
No.
there are laughs in it.
Good.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, with you two, I don't know how they can.
Any good
really.
drama, any good drama has good laughs in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Has to have some humor.
Well, thank you for adding
Well,
that. I'm
thank you,
sorry. I
Elizabeth.
definitely wanted to
Yeah.
showcase the rest of the ensemble, people who are playing in the cast. I just totally forgot. It's my first show. Again, you can see the dresser at the Black Box Theater here in Mansfield. You can get tickets by going to mmas.org or call 508-339-2282. Thank you so much. Our next guest is going to be Jamie Proctor, a musician in the area. Stay tuned.